Okay, so today I have a maintenance required light that's staying on a 2016 Toyota Corolla. So the reason for the maintenance light is because it's telling you that you need some type of maintenance like oil. That's typically what it is. There might be other things attached to that, okay? So it's a very simple process. It involves the odometer here, which is going to appear in here once the car's turned on, and a control on the steering wheel, which is the DISP button, okay? So the first thing that you do is cycle. You got to turn the engine on, okay? Now you can see what happens here. Maintenance required light stays on, and the reason for that is because every 5,000 miles, the engine systems set it. It sets the maintenance required light on to remind you that you need to do an oil change, okay? So it's not quite 5,000 miles here, okay? It's actually, we're going to see it here in a bit. It's actually 14,736 miles. So it's not quite the 5,000 miles, but the engine light the maintenance required light will start flashing at first when you turn on the key every time you start the motor, okay? And then it will eventually stay on until you change the oil. And if you take it someplace and have it done, the technician's going to reset it, okay? Not quite 5,000 miles yet. Want to reach that 5,000 mile interval, so the maintenance required light is very annoying. So there is a way to turn it off. Just make sure that you are changing the oil every 5,000 miles. This is not an easy fix of, let's turn the light off and forget about it. It's, you got to do it, okay? So, and you're going to know you got to do it by looking at the odometer, okay? So right now the engine is running, okay? So the only way to have that maintenance required light is to have the engine running. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set this odometer to the Trip A mode, okay? And the way to do that with the engine running is you got to hit this button right here, the DISP button. Everything is controlled through this button, okay? So it's going to put it into a different mode, and I want to go to Trip A. So there, I'm at Trip A, okay? So now I'm at Trip A. I've hit the DISP button, put it on Trip A. Maintenance required light is still on, okay? Now I'm going to cycle it off. I'm going to turn the ignition off, okay? And then I'm going to hold the DISP button while I'm turning the ignition off, and it's going to give me a little signal that it's going through its mode, okay? So this is kind of hard to do with the phone in my hand and everything else going on, but I'm going to try here. So I will show my finger on the DISP button, I guess. That's probably what I'll do. Cycle the key on. Okay, I'm holding down the DISP button. I've cycled the key on. Now the maintenance required light is blinking, and it's going to give me a timer. See how it's gone? Now it's just shut off the maintenance required light. It went through a time cycle. So it's a very simple process. Okay, I'm going to start the motor, and now you can see that that light has disappeared. Very simple process, and you can do it yourself. A lot of people will take it into a Toyota dealership or whatever to have it done. This is, again, a 2016 Toyota Corolla, but it's a very simple process, and that's how you turn off your maintenance required button. Thanks for watching.